Okay.
Wow, why so many Darren and Richard?
They like to log in with multiple devices.
What's the time, Daniel? What's the time?
Sorry, what's the time?
Time of your presentation.
Oh, okay. Waiting 10 minutes.
Take 15 minutes.
10 minutes.
Yeah, waiting 10 minutes. This is a top up from previous one.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so Altium, where was it? Previously we actually went through the basis of what is it about, and and go through a bit on the product segment. So actually I add in some more information in the slides. Well, feel free to go to the Google Drive and check out yourself. Few things that I want to further highlight is yeah. Okay. Why do I think that a business can double their core earnings in the next 3 to 5 years, right? Well, here's some little bit extra detail that its management is strengthening its ecosystem through the introduction of 365. What you call this allows the designers to work together with the procurement team and manufacturing team on the same ground, and with the management team able to oversee the whole process. So let's see. Now they are able to now there's a wide adaptation on Altium products. So moving forwards, the next thing that would likely to drive the growth for them, it will be this 365 through what you call helps to further lock in the users in a sense. Yeah, some of the piracy. Okay. On the management structure, these are the corporate structure. Basically, none of them are actually empty units or non-functional units, and you can see that in each country they almost have one unit. So that's how they structure it. So remuneration, this is the interesting part. So they got short-term incentive and long-term incentive for key employees. So they are based on revenue and EBITDA. Basically, these are the things that they are focusing on, driving up revenue and of course their earnings. Yeah, short terms and longer terms would be on earning per share and group revenue target. What you call vesting of share awards take place in 5 years time. So yeah, long-term incentive wise, right? They do give share awards, but the way they give the share awards is it's not like every year they average out and give one. It's like they only give in the 5th year and further subjecting to the 5th year's results. So let's just say year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, you meet the result. Year 5, you don't meet the result, right? Well, they will still like, I think, deduct, and you know, there's some impact there lah. It's not like you meet the first 4 years, 5th year don't meet, also never mind like this. Okay, and they intend to continue to issue more share options for key employees, as much as 5% of the total share capital lah. Yeah. What else to? Okay, this is an interesting one. Shareholding for each of their directors and non-executive directors, right? Even non-executive directors have a minimum shareholding now. So it's like they have a stake in the company, and it's in the policy that they ensure their directors have a stake in the company and don't simply fuck around lah. Okay, 20 largest shareholders. Of course, you can see that the CEO name is in here. And a lot of them are actually institutional investors and total up to about 76%. Yeah. Insider trading. Okay, this information you can easily available on site. What's the site name already? Anyway, so there are quite a number of insider trading if you look at 2017 and 2018. 2019 only one guy, but in any case, these directors have minimum shareholding. And how it works is that they allowed, the moment they step into the company, they're allowed a period of 5 years to get to their minimum shareholding. So one way or another, they find ways to actually buy it at a cheaper price, in a sense, so that to meet that minimum shareholding. Okay, key personnel, and of course, it will be the CEO. So this guy, these are the histories, right? So we actually started out before the company get to IPO. This company get IPO in 1999. So we started before that, recruited by the original founder called Nick Martin. Yeah. Here's a little history. So formerly a refugee and don't even know English, and then come to Australia like a refugee lah. Nothing one. He's an empty-hander, and then just get into university, maybe due to his talent in maths or something. So later on, he continued to build up, and then he met Nick Martin, and that's how he got into Protel or Altium. Nowadays, it's called Altium, right? Yeah. Then the key changes in this company in between 2010 and 2013, between these few years, where the management actually decide whether to go into, manufacturing of the PCB boards instead of just focusing on PCB design, or building an ecosystem for the PCB design. And of course, eventually they decide to build the ecosystem, and the original founder wants to get into the manufacturing. I think I read it somewhere. And that's how the original founder departed. And well, it's written here, left Altium and selling off his shares in the company at the time. Yeah. Yeah. So what else? Financial wise, I think this company is debt free. The ROE, I think it's pretty good. What else to say? Well, I do have a note here. Okay, for this company, half of the Altium Designer revenue is subscription basis. And what is subscription basis? It means you subscribe to the software for 2 to 3 years, and during these 2 to 3 years, you get free updates and free maintenance, whatever. Yeah, so you get all the supports for free during these 2 years during the term. Yeah, so of course the revenue, when you subscribe to the package, you pay in advance straight away, and you don't actually, they pay yearly. I'm sorry, they pay yearly. So on that, right, because you paid in advance, you haven't actually utilized it, you can actually track it in the account system, which was under deferred revenue. So over here, the intention to actually see how is it moving, and to indicate, like, how's the projection next year or so. Indications. Yeah. So what is indicated here is that the other payables are showing slowdown, means the company is more reliant on 2020 demand to achieve recurring revenue than in 2019. That means they basically have to get more new sales. But checking back, the other payables over revenue has remained steady. So it may seem like a norm here. Total payables is on increasing trend, indicating growth in terms of license. Yeah. Okay, so what else to say? Okay, So this is the information they are extracted from their presentation slides. This is a projection. The yellow line is Altium. And this is where Altium stands as compared to the other competitors. Basically saying that they themselves are profitable and having high growth rate, so and so forth. And that they are dominating a PC market, increasing market shares and basically gaining market shares over the competitors such as Mentor, Cadence, and Zuken. Okay, so one last thing. Is that some comparison here. Actually, Altium and Cadence, they're also not an apple-to-apple comparison if you look deeper inside. Why do I say that? That's because Altium is very much focused on PCB, right? And increasing focus in embedded software. What are embedded software? Embedded software are software being used in your smartphones and also in other electronic items. Basically, these are the software inside the chips or inside the board that automatically triggered once you click on something. It's a background program or something like you can call it that way. Yeah. Whereas for Cadence, it's very much focused in the integrated circuit segment, which is another niche, a more niche segment as compared to the PCB board, and already much more competitive over there and much more higher end. Basically, those chips,
Okay,
the
Daniel,
transistors,
time's up. Wrap up.
Yeah. Okay. Let me finish it up. Basically, those chips, processors, all those, they are called integrated circuits. So Cadence are in there, Zuken's in there as well, Synos is in there as well. So it seems that Altium's competitors are actually moving away from PCB and not really competing head-to-head with Altium anymore. So that's about the conclusions for Altium.
Okay, let me see their GPM, their margin.
Which GPM? Which
Just now
company?
the Excel. Altium.
Okay, check it. Okay, GPM. I show the graphic. Yeah. The blue line is the GPM. Sorry, there's no GPM here.
When you open the one just now.
You look at the EBIT.
no, the just now that one, that table.
That one is revenue.
No, that table, not the graph, the table.
Okay. It's actually revenue because they have no inventory.
Yeah. It's like REA.
So you would need to look at this. Maybe I should put another one, which is EBITDA.
And PAT 30. Wait, how many percent? 20. 30%.
30.
30%.
Yeah.
What's their mode? Why no one want to compete with them?
Well, interestingly, is that they managed to actually get the market to adopt them. Yeah. If let's say, because I'm halfway comparing another player which is in Japan one. Okay, if you look at their product segment sales increase right? For Altium, it's easily on the 20 plus like that one. But for other players, right, they are either single digit or 10 like that. Like they are slow. I mean, they increase much slower as compared to Altium. In terms of
revenue,
PCB,
right?
in terms of PCB design. So, but in terms of integrated circuit, that's different thing. Altium is not in it. So that's another story.
Which one is a recurring one? All are recurring.
Recurring recurring is this subscription. The Octopart, by the way, Octopart is like the Google search for electronic parts. And what else is recurring? Yeah, these two.
I thought Octopart is free one. They did
It's
show us right on the
recurring.
website. I thought it's free one.
It's free for consumers like us, but they charge to the supplier. Yeah. Basically, they charge for every redirected traffic. If they are managed to redirect we redirect us consumer to the supplier website, then they get the charge rate. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just about the traffic flow and how big is that network. I mean, it's pretty big, this one.
Got valuation, Got do valuation.
Truthfully speaking, this one you just plug from the sky. See which one, see whether you're comfortable with it or not.
Okay. Average growth rate is how many percent?
Average growth rate. So if you look at a CAGR,
EBIT, wow, 30%.
over the past, well, you look at a figure. Yeah. But of course, market cap has fully priced in. You can see market cap is growing even twice the faster as compared to the EBIT. Yeah. Heavy pricing. Yeah.
Anyone got any question? Why everyone mute one? Or everyone talking to themselves?
But then it really depends. It really depends on how comfortable are you with this business law. Yeah. No way. I mean, if you're thinking of you buy in and you want to gain, profit in half a year or kind of thing, maybe no lah.
Sometimes all this, yeah. But sometimes all these strong companies
you have to go longer lah. You have to hold longer.
Everyone recognize them as good, and then it will keep going on. You know, like Yihai, like the Yihai, you also have problem evaluating, right? It's up 100% year to date. So like, yeah. I mean, it's true. So anyway, I think Adrian has something to say.
Oh, actually, for me, right, Altium, I wish to know in deeper of their product.
Yeah. You mean why they from others, right? Why the product is different from others, like others?
Not unless you can find that. I mean, that is a good point. And then for me is how to say like how is application really so wide and or so better than the others.
Wow.
But I think Daniel wasn't here, was it? The first, I thought Daniel showed a few video.
I mean, those are the older review. Like if you look at 2.6 kind of review.
Because I remember also, I think Daniel privately last time, I think quite some time ago, you also sent me a review, right? Customer review or what review?
This one, I can open up for you. So basically, if you're referring to this, why I remain a bit low tone is because this is an older. This is back in 2016 or 171. Yeah. So this document actually details Google Drive. So it actually details the price level and the user experience from the electrical engineer itself. The only way to know about the difference of the software, right, is to actually use it. But the point is that I don't even design the electrical board, so
really no.
If you read if you read their own website, right, if you read all the company website, right, they keep on saying that each one of them is the best one. You won't be able to differentiate from that. The only thing you get to know is their price. But the strange thing is that if you look at the Altium, its price is 7,000 something, right? But even then, right, they're still able to grow their revenue faster than their peers, faster than this, faster than this, faster than this. For the segment itself, like PCB segment itself, still growing faster than them. And still able to extract a lot of profit out of it. So
Well, what is that differentiating factor that results in product being so attractive, or is it a sales strategy thing?
well, I did actually read their what you call edited transcript during their what you call their conference call or something like. So there are analysts that ask them similar question like what we're asking. What they say is that they also try. I mean, apart from their product, okay, product aside, surely product has some value points or merits over there. Apart from that, they also have their own marketing strategies in a sense where they are marketing as a fully integrated solution. So what it means, meaning you're using Airframe Designer, right? You're getting the package from head to tail. That means everything from design concepts all the way to the manufacturing floor. You can use this software. Okay, but again, this is not new. In Blueprint, such software is available. In Cadence, such software is available. In AutoCAD, the Eagle, such software is available. Yet the results and the numbers are showing that this Altium guy is stealing market share from them, or at least growing faster than them. A lot faster, not just slightly faster.
Hearing a lot of background sound.
Yeah.
Someone shaved.
Wow, Darren, your new house sounds like that one.
Oh, okay, better. Sorry, I'm trying to take notes, but I can't hear.
Okay, thanks. Yeah.
Do you have any question regarding Altium, your favorite company?
No, this is not my favorite
Oh.
company.
What? What's your favorite company?
But
This type
just
A
doing
also.
some Google, just doing some Google, I read about someone sharing. I don't know. Okay, let me share my screen. I don't know whether Daniel has gone through the website or not. So, have you seen this one
Which one?
on my screen? Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I see.
But that is back in 2011. I haven't seen that yet. That particular website I haven't seen.
Okay, but so I think basically the key points, I don't think it should be much different from 2011 until now. But I think the key point, I think, is this one. They can design any board. That's number one. And then number two is, well, they say certain things that are very good. I mean, but I think the second one is this one. To me, that is very important. They are very widely supported. That means there's a very strong community, like some kind of forum or what. Basically, it means it's very popular, lah. You know,
Yes.
I'm not sure whether this is purely closed source as in, or is it there are some parts that is open source, and then like you said, there's what the Octo something, where people can just buy maybe blueprints or something like that. So if there are such things, I recall when I read or researched about this company previously, the strong one is this their community support. A lot of others is like as if you are buying from the old kind of Microsoft, which back then in the 2000s will be popular because they are having a lot of strong uh, monopoly effect. But nowadays, if you're talking about software, open source is normally very popular due to the support of the community. That's why everybody is moving towards that direction. Yeah, this is my
Altium, I mean, Altium management did mention about opening up their platform to allow others to get in
Yeah.
back in
So
2016.
so if
Meaning
you
what?
look at it this way, why smartphones now basically focus on Apple or Android is because they open it up. So what happened if you look back last time? I think Nokia or some other, I think is it BlackBerry or some other, I don't know which company. Is it Palm? Can't remember. But then they want everything to be closed source, as in all the software must be gone through uh, their own. So
Darren, your
Android
mic.
Android allowed others to come in and publish their own apps, and then Apple
Yeah.
did the same. So this is why they rapidly went up lah. Same thing lah. I will assume Altium have this advantage which other like AutoCAD or other suppliers don't have. Yep.
No doubt, Altium has its own community website one and community support there. Basically, you can ask questions how to use, and then they will answer one.
So I
Current
think there
Altium,
is
right?
this loyal fans, loyal
Yeah,
users.
yeah. They got such a community one for Altium.
So
For
if maybe
Zupen,
you
I
can
won't see
imagine,
it.
so you can
Huh?
imagine Altium is almost like Apple for PCB software, lor. You know, there's this die-hard fans that are using it, lah.
Probably that's why it's been able to push up because now definitely it's widely used already Altium, and
Currently,
you can
Altium
even
largest
look at
market
the
here.
job search website also.
Sorry, Adrian, what you say?
I mean, currently the Altium largest market is where? US.
Well, if we look at where they get the revenue the most, where they are open. Sorry, a few more seconds. US followed
Is
by
the
Europe.
is the US growth slowing down
Double
or
digit.
still growing very fast?
Actually, it's accelerating.
How about the rest? Like
Yeah.
like
So
like
I share.
any penetration in Asia?
Yes. And they are trying hard to penetrate in Asia, especially China, because they identify as the next growth market. The only thing is that in Asia, you got Pareto software. And Asia company, you want lower budget and they keep looking at capex kind of thing. So mentality is different now from Asia. And of course, they are trying to penetrate. So you can see US and Europe, they're actually accelerating and double digits. China, well, I guess slowly coming up again. Yeah, Asia is still not that much.
I mean the quite well balanced. I think it's only like 50-60% in US only.
50-60% is almost half from US. Almost.
Wow, China
Okay.
market also okay, though.
China market is the next growth pillar for Altium. For your information, Altium in terms of geographic coverage, let me go to that. In China, they got all three. That's the only country in Asia that they have all three sales and research in China. Sales research. Yeah, and sales support. All got one in China.
Okay.
The only country in Asia got all three one in one country. Australia only corporate and registered office. Yeah.
Okay.
How long have they been in China?
I'm trying to recall. I think somewhere between 2012 2013.
Okay. So
I'm
that's
sorry,
the
I'm
next
so
growth
wrong.
driver.
Sorry, I'm so wrong. Yeah, actually, they existed in China way back in 2010 already.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was it that what's the next growth driver that we can see? Is it scaling and penetrating deeper in certain countries, or is come out with new product?
Further penetration in countries. Well, they expect it to be in China, the next one, and product as well. Product would be slower lah. Product would be the Alton 365, which is the collaborative platform for, we call it what? Enterprise platform for company. Longer term growth would be through that. They was roll that. But in terms of short term would be further penetration in the countries, gaining market shares from competitors. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I think we move on to
Okay.
Mm.
Anything else? It's 10:30. So valuation? No valuation.
It really depends on how comfortable are you with the company, because
buy at your own risk.
because it's 58. You have to expect
No,
that
no.
the next year vanilla growth is so full price, you know.
Okay.
But the consolation price for investors would be that the management has a target growth, like, okay, by 2025 they want to double subscription
Actually, you want to
base,
value, right?
and
You go and check what is their estimate for forward contract value, the total contract value in their balance sheet.
very few only. Actually, we can see from their other payables, these are the term license. Like every year they start out with this amount, and
They won't be forward lah, Adrian. This is subscription ma. They are not
No,
like
because sometimes you subscribe
no, it's an annual payment one.
I know, but this is not
you
like
subscribe, right? How to say? When you subscribe, right? You pay one year in advance one, but the 1 year service haven't recognized as a revenue one.
Simply said, you
know,
pay in the beginning of the year, but end of the year baru recognize one.
Yes.
So you got
Yeah.
got the current, you got the other payable lah. That's what it means.
But they never say you must pay by 1st of January, right?
In fact, they
So you have to see.
They don't.
So that means like
depends on the
today I want to
customer.
subscribe. I want to subscribe 1 year until next year, November 28, ma. Correct or not? So if possible, you can see this so-called forward, forward something, forward contract value one, because it's not like a developer or okay, the gross GDV is already a certain amount. Okay, confirm I'm going to earn about this amount. Then that's the project size. Different one. This one is subscription. Subscription is a bit different from to do the valuation. But
No,
actually,
the SAS is how to say? I don't know how to say. Okay, never mind. Because there is a certain special variation for SAS one.
yeah. So I don't know whether you can tell Daniel to use that method to calculate it or not.
Actually, I also don't know whether this company got state what is the outstanding contract value or not. Is there any outstanding contract value or not?
No. No, there's no statement of that.
Outstanding meaning they haven't finished paying, is it? Or you mean that
Actually,
they
Adrian,
pay 1 year, but then they have balance of another 10 months, this kind of thing?
Something like this.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be interesting to know,
what
but
you want to ask?
but they didn't stick on that. They didn't stick on that.
Okay.
But what they do is that they give you the sales of the new users, which is available in the annual reports.
Okay.
I can quickly
But do
dig
they
it out.
tell do they tell you how many users, total user?
New users, yes, new users.
Total user.
Total also. Total also. We just have to look at it. So and we can get some pictures. Yep. Let's go through that. Okay. This is new seats. Basically, new sales this year. Okay. So these seats can be single license, can be term license, meaning subscriptions for single license. This is
Okay.
subscription.
3855.
Yeah.
You should find out the CAGR for this actually.
So it's interesting to know the green one. The green one is, I think, it would be the growth pillar, and that is China. You see how the green one changed. Of course, the blue one also quite attractive lah.
Yeah, you should find this CAGR and also what is their so-called renewal rate.
Yes.
How many percent of them are still
Okay.
renewing after 1 year?
Got. Yeah, this one I need to dig into our presentation side. Their presentation side got this one. Just that I haven't put inside here. Got.
So just to cut in,
Yeah.
I think we should try and especially for like Daniel cases where you are already doing the valuation, I mean doing the financials, right? To try to come up with some kind of valuation and plus
Sure.
state the valuation method and then put it inside Huan Yang can put it inside that document to always check back what is our
What document?
Your
you don't
tracking
have document already.
Got lah, still got lah. In fact, actually, I improved the version already.
So I'm saying is rather than leave it totally blank or what, which I think Huan Yang said many times, to at least the analyst give a recommendation to what is the direction you will go. Lor.
Yeah, you must take some ownership on how you're going to evaluate. Otherwise, there's no confidence, There's no confidence built.
Otherwise you just say you're not confident.
Then if that one is okay, we can accept. If you say you're not confident, then don't value. Lor.
Okay. Wow, you asked me, right? I never pluck from the sky one.
That's why. That's why you see, like Richard can pluck from the sky one. Maybe he go and buy some.
This is how I value. You ask me how I pluck from the sky. That's all.
Cannot like this. This one is true try and error already.
Oh, you mean he plug in different growth rate and then he used the DCF? Is it?
No, I didn't use DCF at all. It's just
just use PE lah, forward PE lah. Even investment bank also use forward PE lah.
Actually, for LQ, right, like or for all kind of subscription base, right, your renewal rate is an indicator of your discount rate.
I see. Like, how do you work? What do you mean by renewal rate is indication?
Wait, your renewal rate is your discount rate?
Indicator of your discount rate, not discount rate.
So let's say your renewal rate is 98%, then.
But how sure are you confirm every year 98%?
Okay lah, 95% lah. Okay, 95% lah. Discount a bit lah. I think the normal SaaS churn rate is how many? 80% lah.
It depends on it depends on the software by software one.
Yeah. Okay, you guys want to move on?
Okay.
Who's next?
Okay. Yeah.
Richard? Side, any?
Okay. Mine's very short. Wait, my one is very short. I'm not sure Terry's side got anything else to update. Hold on.
My side is just updated to your questions. I have seen through your side.
They asked a lot of
Mm.
questions. I remember. Mm, Share screen. Share screen. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
There can be
Hey, what company?
a lot of updates. There can also be simplified updates. So I um,
Is this the auto driving system one?
for my end because the industry wise, okay. So yeah, some of the in short,
Okay.
this is just the four key slides to look into. Okay, so number one, actually, they've already stated their main core competitors inside this industry. Last round, we have already started this company, Magna, as you can remember. The rest are either quite familiar or not familiar, which is,
Okay.
example like Bosch, Continental, all this. So um, the one that we want to look into actually is part of this segment, advanced safety and user experience. So this is actually the part where they focus on the driving, autonomous driving.
Hmm.
So for this particular company, what they're developing over here is this multi-domain controller. And they have been doing some M&A, and then they have been joint venture with certain companies, and they're providing this full turnkey platform lah. So what is interesting about this is that they aim to be production ready by the time by the phrase of production ready means actually we will be seeing it commonly on the street by 2021 or 2022, which is quite fast, So means in 3 years time or in 5 years time you can expect at least in the North America you can see quite a lot of this driverless cars moving around already. So combining with the fact that they are aiming for this mobility on demand, which is basically Grab or Uber. They, as explained, even in Magna, they also have a partnership with Lyft. So they are doing all this fully integrated autonomous driving platform, which the public using this Lyft app, they can actually ride on all these cars in Las Vegas. So they are going to expand and expand into countries like Singapore. See, LTA is here, and then city of Boston, which is also in the US. Uh, that means, technically speaking, um, within these 3 years, with the right environment and everything is in the right place, we might be able to see it in a much more common, uh, as in it's going to be very much more common lah, before it becomes mainstream. So we need to look into who are these fellas over here, who are the main ones that can produce all these products, and in the profitable scale, and it's not competitive lah. So something that I really like overall is this keyword LiDAR. I've been studying, trying to study this kind of technology and finding out who are the producers for quite some time, but it's quite low key. Either it is not like a patented kind, secretive. Someone people don't want to share. So this one I think is one of the key technologies that will enable driverless automation, because if you guys saw my robot, right, the vacuum, this is the thing that is giving 80 or 90% of the ability for it to sense where it is at any time by having something that spins, like you know spins like a radar like that. So they call it like LiDAR, using laser to turn. And then they spin, they shine, they reflect, and they can detect that what is in their environment. So when you have a moving vehicle, you need to have something like this to scan surrounding, and then there must be so in terms of autonomy, there should be certain key parts lah. One of it is all these sensors. There should be another one called the CPU. That means the brain that needs to react. So the reacting component maybe will be like a chipset on the car, or it might be even combining with hopefully when 5G is readily available, you are able to combine it with the power of cloud computing, or you can combine it with obviously there's some component of AI you need to combine it with. Then the rest is how the car will react when certain conditions are met. Okay, so you can see all this auto braking, cruise control, all these are already currently already exist in top line cars. Uh, Lexus, or I don't know, probably BMs, or these fancy cars. They already have all this, but whether or not they have the type of technology where a human can totally lift their hand and leg off and totally ignore the road, I don't think we are still there yet lah. So as with every car salesman, they'll say, in the end, they are still machines, but we haven't reached a comfortable level whereby we can listen to people saying that, oh, don't need to worry lah, just drive. Don't even need to care. So over here, they have all these OEMs that they sell to, which basically are almost every car manufacturer in the world. So if you can count, it's all here lah, And for China, it's this one lah, Geely. The rest, so lah, nothing special. One thing obviously that's not inside this picture is Tesla, right? So Tesla he has his own vertical integration of everything. So there is only one possible candidate that can defeat or compete with all these firms and companies is basically Tesla, because they have the whole entire process inside one company, rather than all these companies which they are used to doing is splitting up with all these subsidiaries like Toyota. They are the manufacturer. They will depend on Denso and other suppliers to supply to them, and using the GIT process. So uh, you know Tesla might actually be something interesting lah for this coming trend. Whether or not Tesla will actually combo with, but the main players again is still not these car manufacturers, but those that provide the solutions. So something to look into if you want to go all the way to the bottom stream. Is it? Yeah, it's actually Uber, Lyft, and all these Grab, all these suppliers lah. So which part of the stream you want to take in terms of this vertical integration? You want to capture the market of the top upstream, like all these Aptiv, all these suppliers. You want to capture the mid tier, which is all these vehicle manufacturers, or actually the ones that are right at the bottom, which is the Uber or Lyft and everything lah. Okay, I think that roughly is mine lah. The rest actually is just a repeat. Any questions? If not, we move on to Terry's side.
BMW is not involved in this. I thought they were developing their own autonomous driving software also.
No, actually they don't. Now I show you something very interesting. If you look at this screen, right? Hey, hold on, I need to share. Okay, can you see my screen? Everybody will claim to be developing their own, okay, but they always require to source from someone else, especially all these big car manufacturers, except Tesla lah. So can you see this? This is Aptiv, right? It's their annual report. If you see this tail light, this is basically BMW.
Yes.
Yeah. So BMW is using their tech, and they are also providing tech to all this, like the one that I showed just now, the annual report. So yellow. Okay. Any other questions?
Okay, 40 seconds left.
For
Go on,
what
Andre.
is the tech? I mean, Active versus Magna, which one you like more?
Like, not
Okay,
asking me numbers already.
I let Richard your side from your business stand to answer first, then I will answer from financial side.
Okay. Okay. As I shared last round, I think Adrian came in late, but then between all these companies, right? Actually, I have this so-called insider source of information that I can seek, which is my dad lah. My dad was previously working in this company, Delphi. So, but then that time they, due to crisis and everything, then the entire company went to Chapter 11, but then it re-emerged again, and now it's doing quite well lah. All these companies, what the comment is that there are certain manufacturers like PM or GM or all these companies. They usually depend on certain OEM suppliers already.
Mm.
So example, Toyota will usually 90% always depend on Denso and other regular suppliers lah. Then GM will be depending on this Aptiv and Delphi because they are America suppliers ma. So China will have their own. Every country will have their own. Europe also will have their own players. But what the difference I see compared to from Magna compared to this is Magna is in Canada, and then Canada being quite a neutral country to every other country, right? They seem to have some kind of advantage lah. I feel lah, compared to this Aptiv. So yeah, and then Aptiv, sorry, in Magna's, at least the reports and the content, they show that they are much more active in this segment rather than Aptiv. Aptiv is a little bit like, or they want to cut costs, and then because of what they have gone through during the 2008 crisis, they are still leaving those kind of like want to manage their costs, want to be something like that lah, rather than aiming for the future lah. Yeah, that's my comments.
Okay.
Okay, Terry.
From my part, definitely I will work for Magna instead of Apti for a very simple and strong reason. If you really see through their 10 years of financial statement, the revenue for Magna is growing year by year basis. For the company that we are discussing today, in terms of revenue itself, it's just stagnant and just floating across 10 years. Not much improvement. Although you've seen that the GPM, all
Got
this
slide to show, Terry.
is hello?
You got slide to show, Terry.
What?
You got slide to show or not?
Said what?
I mean, Terry, you got slide to show or not?
No,
PowerPoint,
they have
PowerPoint.
slides.
Oh,
Slides.
okay. I see.
Huh?
老了，聽好嚟啦，Terry。
Let me press my.
I think he has
Yes. There's. Okay. This is the Apti one. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Basically, you see, it's just stagnant. It's just floating, no growing. I would say that the GPM is slightly so-called GPM and all this net profit margin has been slightly improved, but the figure is around there, not much improvement. But we'll see the other one is this one is Magna. Revenue wise, see, this is show very much different. It is growing.
Oh yeah, to comment about this, I think I commented last round, but not this round. I will repeat again. Last time when I went to Malacca and I talked to my dad and I asked him about Magna versus this Delphi, right? This Aptiv, right? Aptiv is actually one of the world top suppliers of automotive systems already. All this while, so whereas Magna, when my dad was still there, is a very small player only. So as you can see, it's the growth is there lah, from 2009 until now. And then to share some extra information is that the culture last time was so bad in terms of because Delphi was basically like a subsidiary of GM, so they spin out. Then GM basically will definitely like almost 100% buy everything from Delphi one. So whatever they charge, even if they mark up like extremely high, Delphi would GM and the rest of all these like American companies, they will buy it from Delphi one, no question asked. So last time was really comfortable and really profitable until China came in. So when China came in and then all these things, certain parts become commoditized, that's where they really start to screw up lah. So probably due to these reasons as well, their revenue cannot increase, maybe partly because of number one, their culture, number two, the things that they are producing is not very unique lah. Okay, continue, Terry.
Yeah, in terms of goodwill, you have been asking about this question in your slide. I will say that the goodwill is growing. Goodwill is one of the number that is growing across the year in this company. But I also been asking a question. Okay, if you have been keep acquiring the companies, right, we shall see some improvement in terms of some other metric, but it seems like it's not. Cash flow is always there. So for me, it's what's the point for the company to keep buying other startup or other company, but other metric is not growing. So I don't see any other metric is improving. At least for my part of that point of view.
Goodwill is only because of M&A, or any other reason for increasing goodwill and intangible?
Very much okay. They're divided into two parts. Intangible asset is come from themselves. Goodwill is because they have acquired quite a lot of company in the past few years.
Oh, I see.
Yep.
Then did they say like the reason for acquisition now, and then it's like for a longer term kind of thing, or what?
Not really. They're just saying they just buy the company.
Oh, okay. Buy. Okay. Do they have a lot of money to buy or what?
Cash flow, yes. If you see based on a cash flow, okay. If you see based on the cash alone, it's not really a big size saying that they have a big chunk of money. But it seems that it's telling you some story part that yes, in terms of area, they do have a quite large amount of money flowing in, but their cash is not growing either.
They also every year borrowing.
Yeah.
So yeah, borrowing money to buy companies that are not increasing anything to them.
So that's why I say
Do
I don't
do
see
they tell what companies are they buying?
Yes, they do tell, but so far when I all see all this kind of the figure, so far I don't, it don't raise me further interest to study further lah. I mean, what kind of company they're buying, because it's already been 10 years. Every year they are buying, almost every 1 to 2 years they are buying some company, but I don't see improvement from that.
Okay. Don't know they are buying from companies that are related to them or not.
Maybe. I would say maybe.
Okay. Then look at Magna.
Magna is tell you a different story. Basically, if you see that from the cash, it look pretty handsome. And if you see that even with the free cash flow, deducting all this expensive, it's still okay. But one big bad habit I found on this both company, it seems that their so-called their borrowing is always there. I guess this is maybe one of the norm in terms of the industry, but
yeah, maybe.
but in terms of the other metric wise, this company is growing for Magna.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Can. Any question?
No.
No. Okay, move on.
Okay.
Next person. Who's next?
Darren Group or Annabelle Group? Which one wants to go first?
Wait. We're supposed to end at 11:30, is it? And then Adrian is supposed to have what, 3 companies to present?
Oh,
I
shit.
think I've I put it next now. This now I present what I need first.
Oh,
Got
okay, next
teaser.
one,
Ah.
okay.
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 And then because there are 3 companies I want to present. I mean new 3 companies. The 3 companies is all in the same industry one. So I can present it next now what to carry together one.
Okay, because Adrian last round didn't present, so there should be a coverage back from Adrian at least to present one of the company this round, I think.
Yeah.
Ah, shit. Okay.
So those people that are actually presenting, continue to present, please. Speed
Yep,
up.
yep. I will present mine.
And okay, not too much.
Yeah, I'll present mine because mine is on REA group. REA group.
And also on our side, actually, my Trupanion business model is very simple, very straightforward. So I guess just a little bit of financial update on Hongkiat side, and
Yeah.
then that's about it already. Yeah.
Okay. You talk about the short selling also.
Not much also.
Why Trupanion is getting short sell?
I didn't recognize it.
Okay,
Because I'm just hearing Richard's question only. Just a few questions.
Okay, never mind. For REA group, their competitor actually only one, Domain Holdings. Actually, how to, if you go online, you go and find real estate, no. You go and find property, Australia property, yeah. You can go and see, you scroll down. So this one, okay, besides all this, all the ads, property.com.au, this one is owned by realestate.com.au. Realestate.com.au is owned by REA Group. Yeah. Okay.
Drum roll, is it?
and then if you scroll down a little bit more, you can see domain. So all looks almost the same. You search for property. And then you scroll down some more. It's news, more towards news and discussion. This one is I think it's a review. See. And then iProperty, iProperty Australia is also iProperty.com.my, but iProperty Australia is also owned by REA Group. So basically REA Group is like
REA controls everything. Okay.
Yes. Okay. So their closest competitor is Domain. You can see that Domain is about half of everything is a half lah. Everything is a half. Unfortunately, the profit is not half. This one is distorted. Okay, Domain Holding recently they just IPO'd 2 years ago. 2 years ago lah. Okay. And then this year, this current year that I take for the financial data one, they have impairment. So same like REA Group, they also have an impairment. Hence why their PE is distorted. It's because of the impairment. Okay. So I believe because the Australia property market is not so good, not doing too well. Hence they also have the impairment. All right. Why they have to impair? Because you can see their goodwill intangible assets very high. For these 2 companies, overall you can see their total asset is 1.7 billion. This one is like you got 900 over million. This one 1.4 billion. Wow, this one jialat.
95% over.
92%. 92%. This one?
So good, this group.
55%. Okay. REA Group is 55%, Domain Holding is 92%. So, okay, interesting. Huh?
Impair everything lah. Why you want to keep everything as goodwill?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't understand, Adrian. Why they want to keep everything as goodwill?
Apparently, Australian companies have this type of habit. Actually, just now LTM. LTM also, do they have goodwill?
Just one shot impair everything.
LTM is one of the cleanest Australian company I ever seen.
No goodwill lah. Okay lah. I go queue go queue.
Goodwill or not is see the job of the CFO sucks or not.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and then let's carry on first. Then overall, for this type of business, you expect the GPM to be 100% lah, like those type of SaaS business also. This is online ma, you don't really have a cost of goods sold. And then anything to highlight? Overall, this one the debt is 0.14. This one the debt over equity for this company for domain.
Domain is so low because I think he don't have profit also, so cannot borrow also.
The interest
How can
coverage, because the interest coverage how much? Negative, right?
How can they IPO like this?
Because they need money, that's why they IPO ma. Otherwise, how they not
Oh,
IPO?
So anybody need money can IPO lah.
Oh yeah, recently also like that one.
Hmm.
The exchange doesn't need you to make money. What? Okay. Let's see. Anything else on highlight? Nothing much. But overall, I kind of feel you see if you look at the EV over EBIT, this one I think this one is adjusted one. This one is the current PE of REA, which is about 38. EV over EBIT is 19. So actually it's quite, how to say,
Undervalue.
quite okay one. Quite okay one. There is not like overly gaira one, the valuation.
No fair value according to Huan Yang.
So, okay.
So
Noted.
will
Noted with thanks.
Yeah.
You can see the market cap. You can see the much difference, 13 billion versus 2 billion. So you're hoping domain to be a next REA, but looks a little bit unclean, and then don't know, maybe for this company you cannot look at their financial, maybe a lot more on their management, whether their management is those can do one, can take a company and then turn around. Okay.
Yes.
I think
Anything else?
no, nothing much really lah. And then comparing this one to the in terms of, okay, even let's say just now their revenue half, right? We're talking about revenue half, right? Over here, about half lah, huh? So their traffic is also about half one. You see, if one is 16 million, another one is 31 million, about there lah, huh? Then so you can see a difference. So it's always about your traffic, always about your organic traffic and how many visits you have per month. Usually in Australia, because both of them, their main markets in Australia, so you only know Australia lah. Then their direct search is very strong actually. Their direct search is like close to 50%. Means they are very well known lah. It means like when people want to buy house, they just type into their browser. It's like when you want to go Facebook, you just type Facebook one. You then Google search for Facebook one. Okay. And then this one is like when you want to type for real estate, you just type realestate.com.au and you don't type for in Google one. Okay. I think that's all.
Is this company similar to the US, the
10?
The zero, the ZILOW. ZILOW.
Oh, Zillow. Is this a property thing?
Yes.
Oh, wait. Then I can compare this also.
This is in US one.
This one was okay. Why no PE one?
Still making loss.
Oh. Okay. I think I'll end here first. I will let Hongget the other to talk whatever they need to talk first.
Yes.
Or Annabelle, have anything you want to add?
Anything? Nothing?
Annabelle?
I think she go sleep already.
Oh my god. Anything?
Sounds like just wake up.
Okay. How, Terry? What a penalty?
What the fuck? This shit, always penalty people.
For the goodwill of the company, man. Now.
Then
Penalty for
penalty,
AFK.
they got a lot of excuses already.
Yes.
Unit need to look for sources for bonus lah.
Push the company KPI final quarter, man. Okay. So
This year the other income since stock already.
yeah. Okay. Wow. Rupert Murdoch. Wow. You don't know who is this person, man? Oh my gosh. It's an old hams up guy. Okay.
What?
Correct.
Wow, very good. Okay, keep it short. All right. Any questions?
Well, at least some highlights for this guy, right? Like what's so good about this guy?
Oh,
So he's a famous guy, lah.
Yeah.
excuse me.
Okay. Next.
Darren, got things to update.
Actually, nothing much on my side because the business model very straightforward. It's just selling one policy, standardized policy for all and recurring income and all that.
Okay, then I should repeat on Richard's question.
Oh,
Okay.
so many questions. I should
I
ask so
think
many questions.
most of the things you asked us already clarified. One thing I remember you asked is for the whether the IPO is by PE or by VC. Remember?
Yeah.
So I found an article here. The IPO was backed by a VC firm, Mavron.
Okay.
Actually, how does it matter, whether VC or PE?
VC is more tech related.
Tech related.
Yeah.
Oh, then I think in the case you can. I think you share a video just now, so you can start. I mean, personally, I haven't
30
watched
minutes video.
I just find it, so I actually haven't watched it finish, so I don't know what is content. But you can have a look. You can start, I think, at the 30-minute on above.
Is
It's
this
talking about. I think this can better understanding how they work internally.
Adrian, what you say?
I mean, is this pet insurance they IPO at tech valuation?
Good
Well,
question.
that's what they're trying to sell at least.
Pet insurance want to make it look like tech.
No. Actually, they try to sell at being a subscriber, being a subscription instead of insurance company.
Yes.
Right.
They're holding themselves as not an insurance. I don't know why.
Then
I'm not sure if you look into those short reports, like mentioning about what was that again? Something to do with paying the veterinarian for pushing up sales and then selling in emergency room, something like that one. Have you looked through such a report? There are quite some report in the Yahoo, Yahoo.
Didn't.
But
Maybe can look through after this.
the short selling
Yes, short selling one. Short selling report lah.
they go bribe the veterinarians
I'm sorry,
Okay.
what?
They go and bribe the vets
Yes, so.
Maybe I go read through, then we can share it further.
Wait, you're talking about a short report, talking about what?
The short reports in shorts are talking about this Japan company, how they generate revenue is like kind of illegal lah, and kind of not moral sense in a sense where when people gets to veterinarian, send the animal to veterinarian, and then in the emergency room like that, right? So the doctor suddenly say that, hey, you want to buy this insurance like this
can meh? Your animal already sick already.
Well, you buy this insurance and then you use insurance to cover, so that's how they are like forced to buy lah, or else you pay your own money . The animal want to die in front of you already. So how?
Buy or don't buy? Buy.
I like good model.
Then
Eh.
you buy already, then you save the animal, then after that you don't pay lah.
It's actually it's a incentive structure issue. I mean, wow, who is
I heard a background.
Avengers ah.
Yeah, lor.
What the
Yeah,
hell,
who?
man? Endgame ah.
Oh, I don't know. My roommate watching video.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Actually, I want to say something is even for humans, right, we have this problem. Even at Mount Elizabeth Hospital in Singapore, if you're already on the operating table and you don't have insurance, right, a last minute no approval, whatever, they will refuse to perform the surgery for the human being. So it is way how doctors, even for vets lah, animal doctors to be able to sustain, how to say, and also to be able to charge higher or also have long-term recurring income from the same patient, right? They will be more willing to service animals or people with an insurance coverage. That's why depending on how Trupanion incentivize the agents or the vet clinic to help them to sell, right? It will result in kind of behavior, but it will be an aggressive growth structure lah, in my opinion.
But what they mentioned just now is when the pet was waiting at the operation room and they suddenly say, ask them to buy this insurance just to cover the fee. It's like you already have a pre-existing condition, but we still cover you. Am I right?
Even for human, it's like that. It's just the way how you document it and the sequence of how it happened. So I give you example. Even when you go for a form of surgery or procedure to get admission, right, and then it is a pre-existing condition, 9 out of 10 doctors will still write in the claim form that this thing happened just recently and it is not pre-existing. 9 out of 10 cases. And then insurance company, can you argue with the doctors? How are you going to find evidence to say that this is pre-existing? Then you have it. So the burden of investigating goes back to the insurance company to conduct the audit. Yeah. Because for doctors, all doctors, regardless whether is it animal or human, right? If insurance cover, you will earn, correct or not? So what would you do? You will say that it is not pre-existing because you want to earn from it, right?
True.
Good point.
Okay. So all the dark, evil,
The dark side.
doctors out.
No, like obviously in medicine, in medical field, it's like this one. It has always been like this one. That's why people struggle. That's why the US failed to control the what prices of the Medicare. Yeah. They've been failing until now, still arguing how to control it So
coming back to our vet. So okay, coming back to our vet company, animal company. So if I have now if we think in terms of the company's perspective, not the vet, not the dog, not the owner. If a vet finds out that okay, your dog is gonna die already, then after that he tell you, hey, you faster go and sign up this Trupanion insurance policy. And then after that, the vet gets money, the dog gets saved, the owner also happy because the dog didn't die, and then Trupanion pay out the money. Then after that, 1 year later, the owner decided, I don't want to pay already. Then how? So the reimbursement of the procedure by the vet, let's say, is $5,000. Then maybe the policy he's immediately subscribed is maybe $500. Then
No, but sorry, continue.
Then wouldn't Trupanion keep losing money if this is the model?
But if you're thinking at another level, if a dog was already enrolled into insurance and you make a claim before, would you want to, I mean, let's say the pets didn't die lah, and they continue to live lah, would you like to continue to insure them? Because it's already have happened before. Get what I
Which
mean? I
is
don't think a
depends on
person that
depends on
their pet
depends
claims
on.
already, they will stop
But
insuring
okay,
the next year.
yeah, good point, good point. But okay, now think about it this way. I'm talking again in terms of the company now, right? So this person
Mm.
already happened
We
before.
haven't investigated whether is it true, but the model of all human insurer, right, is that over time they just increase premium law.
Correct.
Yeah. So this I think is the solution lah. Increase
Mm.
premium and then play by
And
statistics lah.
and I think the premium it would just I mean they will adjust, but I'm not sure how frequent they will adjust because based on their premium model, they are taking the average cost of what you call the average cost of treatment plus the additional 30% for each pet. So I would say they will able to cover from there, lah, if I'm not mistaken.
30% from each pet. 30% from each pet. What do you mean 30%? I don't get it.
No, there's a model I think you can refer to Darren's slide. So how they come up with a premium, you will be using the average cost of the treatment
30%.
for each kind of breed. Okay. Plus
Okay.
I think add on 30%, which 15% is for sourcing of new business, and another 15% was using for their own employee costs and agent fee, commission fee, this and that.
Ah, okay.
Uh,
So
so this how
coming back
they
to coming back to my question. Okay, so you already, unless the vet can offer the insurance policy, which by the time they find out that this person is sorry, the animal is having cancer, then
mm,
okay, this profile having cancer one. So like Great Eastern, the key on the information of your agent, and you, oh okay, normally maybe normal human $500 per year, then you, because you have cancer and all this so-called what pre-existing, like what Terence said, they will charge you 3,000. Then only Tripania make money, right? Because if it already happened and then you claim and
mm,
then you say I will continue paying because it will happen again. Number one, there are two questions from me. Number one is how long can a dog or animal live? And then number two, uh, the if it already happened already, definitely it happened again, what? So and then because their duration of living is not like 100 years, but maybe dog about 10 years, 7 years, I don't know.
15.
So assuming the next 1 2 years are going to happen again, so unless the premium is going to be very high to cover this, otherwise
Mm.
it basically feels like a MLM lah, right?
Actually, just like human insurance, just that the period of living shorter, and I think, and they're not going to pay for. I mean, they are only coverage some medical.
There's also yeah lah,
Mm.
and there's also death insurance and all this lah. I don't know what
No death
exactly
insurance, only
Trupanion is
medical.
selling. Medical only.
Medical only.
So
They only cover medical, so no death insurance, no TBD insurance.
okay, medical insurance
Yeah.
only.
So they would. I mean, for the pet owner, they won't earn from it lah. They will only benefit from the medical only.
It's actually quite interesting. I heard this company quite some time already. And
Mm.
I also want to take a look one, but this week I fall sick already, so I didn't take a look.
Still feels like a pyramid scheme. I think that's what the short sellers are trying to point out. Is it, Daniel
They
or Adrian? You read through already.
actually what I sense is overall is the shareholder not confident with this business model.
Mm.
Yeah, because I think animals die too early lah. So unless they die, okay, so they can die, they do the operation, and then the vet still charge. What I'm trying to still ask is the vet will keep charging and charging and charging. So in it's like the insurance keep paying lor. They
Yeah.
pay out, but then how are they going to cover all these costs when they know that the vets are going to abuse the system to make money? Unless there are safeguards like the existing insurance companies for humans already have, which is
They have a limit. Lor.
But
do they have limit?
I need to. Darren, any idea? If not, we need to find out.
It's
Hey.
the portfolio of the insurance. Or
Okay.
I
Policy
think there
insurance.
can be a situation where the policy may say as charged, but when it comes to payout, right, this is still what's happening in Singapore. Even among brands like AXA, Bupa, Aetna, they may say as charged, but in actual fact, when they pay out, right, pay out to the right, they will blacklist the vet that is ridiculous. Then over time, overcharge and all that. They will benchmark according to market. Then after that, they will blacklist them and then they will not pay them as charged one. This is what's happening for human insurance.
I thought usually the hospital will purposely charge more.
When there is insurance, definitely they will.
Yeah, the markup.
Okay.
But can someone go and study the short seller report?
Can we look through?
Like macam half understand only I feel.
Do we have? Hongkit, are you able to open the short sellers report, the website or article? Then we can
From
read
where?
through it or something. I don't know. I didn't find the short seller report.
Understand
Daniel or Adrian have it, I think.
Or from Daniel, I think Daniel got the report, right?
selling report, but the news trigger that. The news is mainly about the improper incentive structure. Take a look.
The latest one?
Yep, just sent.
Rewards of veterinarians or employees based on how many policy certificate activations are presented by the vet.
This was 2018.
Yes.
Why we saw this controversial.
Last year this time.
Superior pet insurance products are happy entrepreneur customers. However, we grew concern about entrepreneurs' ability to communicate its value to pet owners and win market share.
Actually, I think that means that they are overpaying the vegetarians.
Yeah, basically like what that means.
Commission issue lah. But I think should be okay. Since so long already, 1 year. It's not like recently. Han Yang, what is the short selling report you mentioned?
How I know? I didn't study this company.
Then why you mentioned there's a short selling report?
It's me who mentioned it, not yeah.
Adrian is giving you all the short selling there.
Is it?
You can go and see the short seller interest one. How many for this company?
This one. I think we can take some time to go through all these. Maybe move on to the next one. If there's no further question.
There's no more next one already, I think.
No more?
Anyone?
So, more from Adrian actually.
Yeah, but he's not going to present?
So according to what I read now, it seems like their premium is actually quite expensive. So obviously, so I think this one for unlucky pets that keep dying on or keep getting sick one,
They'll earn.
They earn now. So those lucky pet owners that don't file many claims, but they pay very high, considerably high premiums, it's quite. You can see a lot of cancellations. Then they need all these lucky people to offset the unlucky people.
It's true.
So if they charge too expensive, then I feel like I'm helping the unlucky people to stay alive.
To pay.
I also don't want to. So it comes back to my original question, which is
But you never know what,
if
because as
I know
insurance,
that but no, see, they offer it right at the point when when they go to the vet, which means they already want to die already, or they're getting sick lah.
which part show it?
This is the abuse actually. I mean, just now, where you guys talking about it.
But I didn't see something like that.
Easily abused, I think.
But normally, I don't know how is the application process, which I don't think it can be immediately done on the spot. Maybe.
Even the seeking alpha one that agent share, basically summary same thing lah. Unsustainable payout rates, structurally unprofitable. Means it might grow until one point and suddenly implode, which is a good thing. Then we can short sell it. But it's already been shorted, right? Let's see, true payment share price.
The current share price also come back.
Oh, come back already.
Coming back, not come back fully yet.
Yeah, actually it's not much, but up and down, also not much difference. But the most it went down is by 50% only. Not very big fluctuation. Okay. Any other questions or anything that you need to answer?
Before we move on to the Adrian one, can I suggest that we set a shorter time frame for this comeback, like for my one to come back, for say entrepreneur want to update, we don't update in the next 2 weeks, so
okay.
Yeah, so I think we only need to update a few more sections. It shouldn't take more than 3 days or something.
Okay. The next one should be presenting new company already, right?
Yes.
Then the remaining those that still have 1 or 2 points to update, then only they update later lah. Need to remember to update lah.
So for the company research one, we end here lah, is it?
Yes, except Adrian, no?
Oh, Adrian is presenting today? I thought he said he's not.
You want I present on.
Adrian is like, you want I present low. You
don't want that
tomorrow. It's our time lah. Can we spare another say 15 to 20 minutes for him to present lo?
Okay.
I say okay, then he present.
I was thinking,
it's Friday night, right?
Yes, I was thinking to actually talk about the Richard's suggestion also in the WhatsApp group, right? Regarding
okay.
Regarding
then we need to make a decision. What do we want to talk now?
What?
You want to talk about Adrian's company, or you want to do it like the next week, or
wait,
something?
Adrian, what company? CCC?
I supposed to do this month is an insurance company. There are other 3 company is in healthcare one, which this one I push it forward to next month already.
Okay. Also, you just go through the insurance one,
I see Netflix.
Oh yeah. I thought Adrian gave a list of things that you're supposed to go through for insurance company.
No.
Yeah, I will review during my insurance company lah.
Yeah
okay,
lah.
Let's do it. 5 minutes, Adrian. 5 minutes.
5 minutes, okay right?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Okay, this one is tied to what Huang Yang present is Australian mortgage insurance. Because of Huang Yang is property online property.
Is this Jensworth? Oh, okay.
Okay.
Already,
So basically how insurance company make money. I think
Only
everyone
insurance, right?
know.
Okay.
Okay, one is underwriting risk and then investment. So
Okay.
basically, these are the two most important components. I think this is what I want us to ask also inside the to premium.
Okay.
So okay, skip this one. Okay, so he's leading LAI, meaning it's a lender mortgage insurance provider in the Australian market. Actually, Jane Wolf is also present in the US, but this company is only in Australia one. There is another company in US listed in US one.
Okay. Dual listing.
Ah.
Okay.
So this company, so you can see that the parent company is a US company. Then this one is a subsidiary of the US company, then listed in Australia, and then with 51% is owned by the US company, then 48% is the public.
Okay.
So revenue model is very simple. Ability to earn premium and generate financial income in excess of net credit and operating expenses, being underwriting and other costs.
Okay.
So this one is just another breakdown what is the insurance income and cost coming from. So insurance income is the premium income and the financial income. Then the cost is the first one is the underwriting cost of the claim. The claim, the loss claim and the underwriting cost, and also dividend paying to policyholder, not shareholder. Policyholder and shareholder is different, right?
Okay.
So this company, the customer basically is all the commercial banks. So although the largest customer here, you see he has 60% from one single customer. This single customer is actually a Commonwealth Bank of Australia.
Okay.
It's the second largest bank in Australia.
Home buyer. Oh, so it's like long pack.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this one I skip this one. So what I want you to see is the next is the industry in what is the industry condition in the Australia. So you can see the left hand side here is interest rate. The right hand side is the house value by capital city. So you overall is if you all know we know also Australia housing is currently slowing down.
Yeah.
So economic condition. So the delinquency rate. What is mean by delinquency rate? Delinquency rate is mean by the unpaid means more than 3 months the resident didn't pay their installment.
Okay.
So the unemployment rate is on the right hand side. And when the unemployment rate more than 4%, right, meaning that the economy is quite bad.
Or maybe they are lazy.
Yeah, you can say so.
They don't
So
want to work.
this is the residential mortgage lending market in Australia. You can see the penetration, the HLVR, meaning the high loan value ratio. Meaning what is the those people who can take up to high loan one. Then it's actually 22% new approval up to the latest year.
Okay.
So this one is the residential mortgage in Australia condition. Those people who buy property for investment or stay on is the ratio is 30% is for investment one, 70% is for staying your own one. So this is another saying how long they didn't pay their housing installment in more detail by how many months in arrears.
What is MIP?
Where is the MIP?
The yellow color one. Missing in
person.
Payment. Person. Oh, okay.
Meaning more than 1 year didn't pay already.
Oh, missing already.
Yes.
Okay.
Next.
So insurer in force, meaning what is insurer in force is the insurance confirm can pay, must pay one. So you can see the highest is in 2009, right? So overall, the company has only continued on the continuous new insurance company is already dropping, right? So new insurance return, this one is also so this one is the return premium is also one of the key indicator because it's also saying how many premium the company new write. This one is the net cam. You can see every quarter, right? Almost 40 million. There is a cam. There is a cam of 40 million every quarter. So unearned premium meaning the buyer, the policy holder has paid premium, but the company haven't provided the service. So this one is the regulatory capital position. If you know, insurance company is just a bank, they need to maintain a certain minimum ratio as the capital to untouched one. So for this company, right, the ratio is slowly dropping, meaning the insurance industry in Australia, right, is also need to do more. It's not meaning not much stimulation. So this one is reinsurance. If you guys know what is reinsurance, it means it's insurance for insurance. So this is the because what I said just now is all about insurance, the underwriting income for the company. The next is the investment portfolio for the company. So because company receive addition post premium and also net earned premium after minus all the claim, all this premium the company will put in the investment one. So the investment portfolio here is you can see their majority, I think over 80% is in bond. Of this normal because insurance company, the portfolio has to be very risk averse one. So at most they can invest majority in bond and not in equity one.
Okay.
So this one I skip. So the important things is here. This one is the overall look for the three segments for you to see. So the company gross return premium, net earned premium, investment income, insurance profit. This one is in print number. What I want you to see is the next one. This one is the insurance ratio analysis. Number one is the loss ratio. Loss ratio meaning during the year how many percent out of all the premium used for claim one.
Keep increasing, eh?
Yeah.
Is there a certain benchmark? Like we follow industry benchmark, is it?
There is no certain benchmark one. As long as the loss ratio and the expenses ratio, right? This loss ratio is the claim, expenses is the underwriting cost. When these two add together is what we call combined ratio. When the combined ratio is less than 100%, meaning the company is still in underwriting profit.
Still earning money.
Still earning underwriting profit. Because if the company combined ratio more than 100%, right? The company making an underwriting loss, then the company has to rely on investment income already.
Oh, okay. But quite high, this combined ratio.
Yeah, I mean like the trend is consistently increasing. I wonder are they doing anything to flatten it out? I'm aware that I've been inside this industry before, so I know that when they want to be better at controlling loss ratio, right, they will actually give directives for all the claims team to tighten up their adjudication process. So over here, yeah, correct. Over here it seems like they haven't done anything to manage the adjudication process. So the trend is still increasing.
Actually, it's not only how to say it's the whole industry problem because of the housing, and then this company only IPO on 2014 in Australia.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Then to answer Darren's question, because their customers are basically the big banks, I don't think they have a way to tell the Commonwealth Bank to say no. I don't entertain your claim lah.
Oh, that's another problem with the model of their
Too
customer.
highly concentrated their
Yeah,
customer
right.
risk.
Yeah.
Then they shouldn't be an insurance company lah. Okay. Anyway,
Anyway, you continue first. Yeah.
not very smart.
But remember, I saw Gensworth model. It's a bit different one.
It's okay. Yeah, you in later I will show you the whole peers lah. In variation, right? Basically, what is the key metrics for insurance company is this three lah. I think the most important is the price to book lah. But I didn't put price to book. Is the EV to MTA. It's similar to price to book ratio, but it's instead of price I using enterprise value. Instead of book value I using the net tangible asset, meaning that I accountable only the tangible asset, not the intangible. So in terms of price to book, we always say we want to buy the lower the better. Means the less than 1.0. I mean, what is mean by less than 1.0? It means your price is your investment, including your investment, all your premium and all your contract is higher than the market value. But another indicator here, which I think I think none of you know before that, is called this the ROE to WACC. The ROE to WACC meaning is how well the company use the money to generate the investment and the premium income versus the cost of capital. Meaning the WACC meaning is the weighted average cost of capital. Is you get this capital from borrowing from policy holder or from the equity holder, right? What is the cost to acquire all this? So and again, we use this to align with the price to book. If meaning if ROE to WACC is 2.4, then the fair value of price to book supposed to be also 2.4 lah. But that is in 2014 lah. Because the 2014 you can see is a mispricing lah. But the latest one is 1.0, 1.0, meaning it's already matched already lah. So okay, this one I skip lah. Okay, in terms of peers, right? I compare to this. I choosing only these three peers because other ones are very ugly. Others are all uglier than Genworth. So you can see if you see among peers, you can say maybe Genworth is the lousiest here. But because I filter out all the most ugliest already, even AIG is much more terrible. AIG.
Yeah.
So one thing, all these insurance are in mortgage insurance. One of the company I found out is considerably not to say very small cap, but it's quite hidden one is this MGIC Investment Corp. This company has a negative enterprise value. Meaning the cash is already higher than the market cap.
Why?
The cash of the company higher than the market cap.
Yeah, why?
If you say under of why I haven't found out, but if you say in terms of performance, right, all the insurance performance, right, he has the best one.
Wait, yeah lor, wait, MTL lor, wait, like that one.
So meaning this company, the CIO or the insurance head of insurer is very good in capital allocation.
The cash all come from cash as in their profit, or is it coming from all the borrowings and stuff?
Net cash,
MGIC?
net cash, not borrowing. Meaning after borrowing, it's still net cash.
Enterprise value cash
I
and borrowing
I see.
And the price value negative means you got cash already. Confirm is net cash.
And then this cash is not because of issuance of shares, right? Not selling share, right?
No, it's all from the investment portfolio and the premium.
Oh, I see.
The loss ratio is so low.
But it's still lower than market cap, huh? Okay. So this is the supposedly next company you want to present, right?
No, I haven't did this because I want to share that is the next company is the healthcare one. So okay,
Okay. Continue.
this one I skip lah. So why this LNI, right? It's not for the long term, medium term or what. It's a forward 6 to 12 month things. Because this company having starting this year having turning around.
Okay.
And if you want to compare the investment portfolio, Genworth is the smallest among all the peers here. You can see the investment for Genworth is only 2 billion. From the Magic is 5 billion. This one up capital is 21 billion.
Okay.
So I done. I don't want to talk more. This one is a CEO.
Okay. Any question?
Hmm. Actually, I feel this company got room.
Room 2.
Room to expand. You know this MGIC is what? What's MGIC? Why their loss ratio so low?
Means they are very pro at. They are very stingy lah.
It's a private mortgage insurance. Oh, 这样奇怪. It's a mortgage insurance. But something interesting is like the model that this insurance company operate. Is like basically their insurance is more like you buy my insurance, you can pay at a lower down payment, right? Because they back out the developer. The developer has more confidence in giving the bank has more confidence in giving you the loan. Is it?
And the lower interest.
Usually, if you pay, I mean, like even in Malaysia, don't talk on the so far. When you buy a house, you buy the MLTI or MRTA one. If you pay higher the MRTI amount, right? Usually your interest on the housing loan slightly lower, not to say significant, maybe like 0.1, 0.2% lower.
And I saw in the Jensworth case is the even the down payment also lower actually. Okay.
Okay. Any other question?
Which listing are you looking at? As in which market? You say there's listed in 2 different listing, right?
It means what, the Genworth?
Yeah.
One is in Australia, one is in US.
Yeah. Which one are you looking at? Which one do you want to, like you are aiming for?
For currently, this one is in Australia one, because the US one I seen they too rush and too complicated already.
Okay.
Yeah, Daniel, can you maybe create a folder for Adrian to share his slides?
I uploaded the set one. This set I already uploaded one.
Oh, got folder already one.
I uploaded one.
I didn't know got folder already. Oh, don't have folder. I don't see any folder.
Yeah,
Maybe Daniel go and share.
Boo. Okay, carry on.
Any other question? Let's not have such
Nope,
long
nope,
awkward
nope.
box. Yeah. No. No. Okay.
Yeah.
What's next?
Yeah, what is next?
Next one is sleep already lah.
Hey, when is the plan already? Is it the what, the February one? And
Well, you guys voted already.
the sharing session.